Hello friends, so till date we have seen about the theta potential, okay, and charge of the particles. So today we are just going to know about the study of colloidal system, and here the next property is percolation or precipitation. It's a percolation, okay, it's a percolation, or I can say it's like it's like a precipitation or calculation. Calculation, or I can say precipitation. Okay. So what do you mean by exact word? Precipitation. Okay. So what do you mean by calculation of precipitation? Okay. Calculation of precipitation. So as we are knowing that lyophobic soil is like a somewhat less stable. Lyophilic is a more stable. Okay. So as we are knowing that, suppose let me explain you by the diagram. Suppose I have colloidal particles, and yes, we are knowing that due to this charge or due to that zeta potential only, due to that charge only, due to charge only, your lyophobic colloidal soil, lyophobic colloid is stable. But somehow if you are going to remove this charge, now what will happen? If suppose you are going to remove that charge, now what will happen? Suppose this is the colloidal system, and if charge is not there, okay, somehow you have removed that charge. So what will happen? Due to that van der Waals force, they all particles will come together. They will aggregate, okay, and the size will become more than 1000 nanometer, okay, and they will either precipitated out or they will settle at the bottom, okay. So due to that gravity, okay, settle down, they will settle down due to gravity, they will settle down. So why here they are stable and here they will settle down? Here due to that charge, when the particles will come together, there is a repulsion force due to same charge, okay, and due to same charge only, they will repel with each other. But as you are removing the charge from that colloidal particles, what will happen? Due to that van der Waals force, all particles will come together, they will aggregate, and they will form a one molecule, okay. And due to that gravitational force, particles will settle down. Now your colloidal is not stable, and that one is not colloidal system. So this phenomenon is known as coagulation. Okay, so what do you mean by coagulation? The process of, okay, now let me use another pen. Yes, what do you mean by coagulation? What do you mean by coagulation? So what I just want to say, the process of settling of colloidal particles is known as okay, is called as coagulation and precipitation. So एक बार हिंदी में समझा देता हूँ मैं आप लोगों को क्या होता है exactly. Basically due to this charge only, when the colloidal particles will come near to each other, so repulsion will occur. Repulsion होगा वहाँ पे, okay. But somehow by increasing temperature or by agitating it, if you are disturbing this layer, अगर आप इस लेयर को वहां से हटा रहे हो, तब क्या हो जाएगा? वो सभी पार्टिकल्स एक दूसरे के नजदीक आ जाएंगे, वहां पे वो कॉगुलेट हो जाएंगे और वहां पे वो प्रेसिपिटेट हो जाएंगे. समझ रहे हो बात? सो कौन कौन से ऐसे तरीके हैं, methods of coagulation means there are lots of methods through which coagulation can be done. Okay, so let me save this slide. Do you want to save it? Yes. Okay, so it's in a yeah, English medium. Fine. Okay. So how? Like food. Fine. So now there are lots of methods. Okay, by which methods by which you can calculate our colloidal solution. So first of all, by electrophoresis. By electrophoresis. Now what will happen? What I just want to say, by electrophoresis. What will happen in electrophoresis? One by one there are 6 to 7 methods. One by one we will see it. Okay. So as we are knowing that in electrophoresis there is one U-shaped tube is there, which is filled with the colloidal solution. You know what will happen? Here we will fill it with the colloidal solution. Okay. But now, like there are electrons which is dipped into this one. Suppose this one is a plus one, this one is a minus one. Okay. So as we are knowing that, so what will happen in electrophoresis? As we are knowing that, whenever we will pass electricity through our colloidal solution, what will happen? Here, suppose As2S3, As2S3 colloidal solution is there. Okay, so as we are knowing that, that one is a negatively charged colloidal solution. So here, this colloidal solution, let me change the color of colloidal particles. So as we are knowing that, these colloidal particles will attract towards the opposite charge electron. So as we are knowing that As2S3 is a negatively charged colloidal particles, so they will attract toward the positively charged anode. Okay, so here what will happen? They all particles will deposit on anode. They will discharge. Okay, they will discharge on that anode, and they all particles will form coagulation, and they will settle down as they have discharged. So what I just want to say, electrophoresis is the method in which the colloidal particles will discharge at any particular electrode. They will lose the charge, they will come together, they will combine, and they will precipitate out. तो मैं ये बोलना चाहता था कि जो भी colloidal particles है वो अपने अपोजिट चार्ज की ओर क्या करते हैं, इलेक्ट्रोड की ओर मूव करते हैं, वहां पे जाते हैं, डिस्चार्ज होते हैं. अब उनके ऊपर कोई चार्ज नहीं है, so they all will come together, they will form aggregate, and they will settle down. So here, this is the process of coagulation. Okay. Okay. Let's see the next method. It's very easy one and interesting one also. Okay. So come to the point. Next one. By the mixing with the oppositely charged salt. By mixing with opposite charged colloid salts. What will happen exactly? Here, as we are knowing that, okay, if there are I have two colloidal solutions. One is positively charged. Suppose that one is like a FeOH thrice, as we are knowing that one is a positively charged colloidal. Okay, so here it will contain positively charged colloidal particles. And suppose we have another colloidal source which is negatively charged. Okay, which one is negatively charged? So now what will happen? It's both. Suppose this one is AS2, S3. So what will happen? This one is negatively charged here, and I will just mix it with each other. That particles will neutralize. Now they do not contain any kind of charge. So what will happen? Finally, they all particles will come together. They will form coagulation, and they will precipitate it out. Okay, or coagulation will occur. So this kind of coagulation is known as a mutual coagulation. This kind of coagulation is known as a mutual coagulation. Please, to understand this point, what I just want to say, when we are going to mix two oppositely charged colloidal particles with each other, they will coagulate. Suppose take one example. We are mixing positively charged ferric hydroxide salt with the negatively charged arsenic sulfide salt. So what will happen? They will neutralize. That particle will be neutralized, and finally they will come together. They will form aggregate, and precipitation will occur. Okay, so this is the another method. Which one is known as a mutual coagulation? That one is known as a mutual coagulation. Okay. Now come to the next one. Next method is like by persistent dialysis. By persistent dialysis. Okay. So third method is that by persistent dialysis. So as we are knowing that dialysis is used for the purification of colloidal salt. As we are knowing that dialysis is used for the purification of colloidal salt. Now what will happen? If you are doing dialysis, like persistent dialysis, एक चीज मैं आपको बता दूं, यहाँ पे हमें पता होना चाहिए कि हम डायलिसिस इसलिए करते हैं कि जो एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट में इलेक्ट्रोलाइट है वो कॉलोइडल पार्टिकल से चले जाने चाहिए। सपोज ये बेग है, ओके, और जिसके अंदर हमने क्या कर रखा है, ओके, यहाँ पे जो है इलेक्ट्रोड्स है, इलेक्ट्रोडायलिसिस, ओके, सो इट्स सेलेक्ट माइनस, select the plus, and here we have lots of colloidal particles. So suppose this one is negatively charged particles. So due to that charge only, okay, due to this charge, okay, यहाँ पे solution है, तो हमें पता है कि ये इलेक्ट्रोलाइट और ट्रू सॉल्यूशन है, सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन है, एसपीएम है, जिसमें से ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो आयंस है वो इजीली पास हो सकते हैं। अगर आपने बहुत ज्यादा यहाँ पे डायलिसिस कर दिया, अगर आपने यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा डायलिसिस कर दिया, सो व्हाट विल हैपन? योर पार्टिकल विल बी डिस्चार्ज, क्योंकि जो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट है वो कहाँ पे चले जाएंगे? सॉल्यूशन में। तो आपके जो पार्टिकल्स है वो क्या हो जाएंगे? डिस्चार्ज हो जाएंगे, एंड वंस इट विल डिस्चार्ज, सभी पार्टिकल्स एक दूसरे के नजदीक आ जाएंगे, और नजदीक आके क्या हो जाएगा? एग्रीगेट बना देंगे। वो क्या बना देने वाले हैं बच्चों? एग्रीगेट बना देने वाले हैं। ओके, so by persistent dialysis we can say coagulation will occur. Okay, now the next point is by addition of electrolyte. The most important, most important, this one we will see in the next class. Okay, so the one important method is remaining by addition of electrolytes. Okay, thank you very much. Next lecture we will go ahead, don't worry about it.